Yeah, just disappointed in uh how we played today. I thought we could have done a lot better. We had moments, but just not consistent. And SMU is a good team, and they made us pay. So we know that we're a work in progress, and just got to keep working.
Sure. Second half, I mean, you're right in it at halftime. Was it a matter of making a few more stops and just doing a few of the little things that allowed them to take charge?
We started the second half well. We jumped out and had a 5-point lead, and then we had, I don't know if it was 30 or 45 seconds in which it was an 8-point swing, and it was just unfortunate events that really gave them the momentum. I think we tried to respond and get back, and it was kind of a back and forth game there for a minute, but then it felt as though kind of like the wheels fell off a little bit there in the fourth, and we couldn't get some shots to fall, and then they were kind of getting loose for some easy baskets that allowed them to separate.
Jada, what was sort of your thought of the momentum swing Charlotte talked about? Just you're right in this game, and then they.
Yeah, I think we talked about it in the locker room. Momentum. I mean, it's a big thing in basketball, and I think they kind of just took over in that way with the momentum with that 8-point swing. But we just have to be better and be able to, after they get their momentum going, to kind of take it back. And it's a game of momentum and lead changes. So just being able to capitalize on when we need to score and get stops, and then just trying to get that momentum back.
What is playing in this event mean to you, and the magnitude of what this is now and what it can be, and part of the legacy this group is leaving, really?
For sure. I mean, we talked about it yesterday a little bit, the event as a whole. Just a really cool, dope experience. Seeing all the Black female head coaches and what they're doing with their teams, and just having good teams here and being able to compete is all around just a great experience. And I mean, for this team, obviously this didn't end how we wanted it to, but we just have to get back to practice, get better, because we still know where we want to be and that we can still get there. You just got to keep working.
And a follow-up to that, what do you guys hope is the dialogue kind of inspired by the bar?
Say that again?
The dialogue inspired.
In terms of the event or our team, like how we're moving forward, or?
I think more of the raising awareness.
Yeah. I hope that the goal is to continue the conversation surrounding social justice, and in particular a lack of representation in our game. I think this weekend is a great thing. I think a lot of people maybe were educated in ways about either our programs or the lack of representation in our game that didn't know that before. And my vision is that this gets to such a high profile, event. If I have like pipe dreams, I mean, I think of the Jimmy V Classic, and everybody knows that name, and that's what I want for the Raising the Bar invitation, as we elevate this team and become better and better. That this is that type of event. That's what I want, and I know we have a lot of work to do to get there. But I hope that we can get, from an event standpoint, more sponsorship, more branding, more promotional things. I think Anish did a great job with talking to you guys and media to get people here and to get people to talk about this. And I think each year it's going to be better, just as our team is getting better every year. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Melanie, what's your thought on some of this? And I know it's disappointing we're in this moment, but the big picture of what this means for a Black coach, a
Yeah.
Black team to be represented.
Yeah, like Charmin and Jade have echoed, like there's just a lack of representation within our sports. And I think when the whole murders of George Floyd and stuff were happening, we were very active on social media talking about it, but like we can't just have that conversation end. And I think that's what we're trying to do with raising the bar, just continuing that talk and yeah, just keep spreading awareness.
What did it mean to kind of leading up to it, but then to see the coaches and everybody in the t-shirts and everybody coming together?
Yeah, I think with that representation, I think that comes like a collective. And we have a lot of good teams within this tournament, and there was a lot of people that want to be in this tournament. I think just being able to come together and still represent together, even the people, actually, never mind. Just being able to like just come together, I think is very important. And that's kind of where that talk continues, like us staying together and representing each other.
Hearing about some of the like where the other programs are and some of the struggles they have, some of the successes that they have within their institutions, you know, as Black female head coaches, like that means a lot to me. It's kind of like a sorority, like, you know, people who are trying to do the same thing that you're doing, and it's just good to see people like you know, doing things, and hopefully for the student athletes, it's good to see people like them, you know, in a position of power.
That's kind of what I was getting at. When you actually see the whole group
Mm-hmm.
together, that's gotta be pretty powerful. Yeah. Anything we didn't ask you that we should have?
I think, you know, if you didn't write your letter for Fiji, you know, there's still time to do that. I'm sure the letter writing station is still there. That was a really important part of this day as well. And I know Leisure was here speaking to our supporters prior to the game about that and why it's important. But we'd like to do all that we can to try to get them home.
Do you know how many letters you collect? Will you have an update on that?
I'm sure we will.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Thank
Did
you.
your whole team write letters? I don't want to assume that.
We were working on it. I know
Okay.
some probably have to do it after,
Right.
but we discussed it and we were planning on it.
Do you know, did most of the teams participating do some of that?
I asked them to, and I hope that they did. Yeah, we did a lot of the, you know, we had some conversations, and then it was like, okay, it's time for us to play basketball, focus
Right.
on the
Oh,
games.
right,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.